Actually, no, it's really nice just watching it back because it feels so long ago.
Yeah.
Because you kind of have to then wipe the slate clean and start with the next dance. You kind of forget everything that's gone on in the past. So it's actually really nice.
Yeah,
just
that
to
was
sit
really
watch
nice.
that.
And Aliona, when you knew you were paired with Matt, did you know how utterly fantastic he was going to be at dancing?
I had no idea. I thought he might be quite a natural dancer, but I didn't know how far he will take it himself, you know.
And did you go straight off, Aliona, quietly, and Google him and just check, you know...
I actually didn't.
You didn't?
I didn't Google Matt, no. No, I wanted to see what would happen without me knowing his background. Yeah.
So how are you finding it, Matt? Because you do make it look very easy. Have you had 10 weeks of dance lessons? And are you rehearsing every minute that God sends? And
I came into this not knowing I was going to be doing it, you know, just a matter of weeks beforehand. So we literally just hit the ground running and just went straight into it. And so there was no real time to kind of do any sort of prep beforehand.
Right.
But I have to say the key is just hard work. I mean, you want to make it look as effortless as you possibly can on the night, and the only way you do it is by absolutely caning yourself in the studio. And it's not just a matter of just kind of walking out and going, oh yeah, this is easy. It's pretty intense.
Let's see what the judges made of it.
Yeah.
Now, I wasn't so sure that you could do sexy, but you've just proved me wrong. I think that's the sexiest foxtrot I've ever seen. There's no denying you move incredibly around the floor. Your posture is fantastic. It was a tad serious. It did remind me a little bit of tango qualities, but I liked the twist. It was brilliant. Well done.
Thank you.
Really good.
Bruno?
Matt, I have never seen a foxtrot dance with so much passion. It was like watching a relentless, intense courtship. I'm gonna get her. I'm gonna get her. You got her at the end, and she got you as well.
absolutely brilliant. Aliona, it's one thing to work hard at dancing, but there is something natural, isn't there, about somebody who can dance very, very well? Because you can work really hard, but still look a bit stiff and clumsy.
No, well, there are a lot of natural dancers, but it takes so much more than that on the mental and physical level to get to this point where actually Matt got to himself. So it takes so much more than just, you know, being a natural mover.
And what do you like normally on a dance floor, you know, if you're at a club, Matt?
Seriously, I don't. Honestly, I'm not a nightclubber.
When was the last time outside of Strictly that you danced?
Well, we talked about this beforehand.
Yeah.
It was actually at my brother-in-law's wedding, which was honestly about 4 years ago.
And was
honestly,
was that a kind of an embarrassing drunk?
Dad dancing?
Yeah. Honestly, I never really, you know,
You should see him sometimes on the rehearsal. The music is playing and he forgets and he starts to move naturally. And I'm like, oh my God, do not do that.
Honestly.
I stop him right away because...
What's happening health-wise on Strictly? Because the papers are full of the fact there's a chickenpox scare. Are you scared of chickenpox?
We got that message yesterday, so we didn't know.
Yeah,
but
we didn't know.
The slightly worrying thing is that Tina's partner, Jared, is actually Aliona's professional partner.
Yeah, and we're rehearsing today with him also, so I'm not sure. I'm actually starting to worry now.
Yeah.
So Tina's not taking part, is that the case? Tina's not taking part?
She's not this week, no, so she gets a bye through to next week. But then if she can't compete that week, then she'll...
The good news is that Anne Widdecombe is still in and will be performing. Let's have a little look at her doing her thing now.
Did you get happy with the pizza when you mambo Italiano?
It's hilarious.
She's just wonderful.
Is she?
Oh, honestly, the feeling in the studio when she takes to the floor and she just goes for it, it's brilliant, you know. I quite like watching old people dance anyway, but with her, it's just something happens. I mean, look at the end.
I love the lift.
The end is just class.
She actually really goes for it.
She does.
It's unbelievable.
Are you surprised, Aliona?
Yes, I thought she, you know, would quite take it easy and make it all about the fun part of it, just the comical side of it. She actually tries to learn the steps and tries to do well, which is amazing.
Does it feel a little unfair when you're dancing so well and then there's somebody who just obviously people are going to want to watch week after week after week?
To be honest with you, everybody has their own strengths, you know, and that's what they've got, and you've got to use your strengths, and if, you know, whatever tact you want to take, then you respect that.
And Paul Daniels' strengths?
Show,
Paul Daniels' strengths?
Magic. I see.
He's got magic.
Shall we, let's have a quick look while we're
there
talking
he
about
goes.
him. Oh, he's a classic dancer, isn't
There you
he?
go, you see. Yeah.
So who would you, apart from, you know, putting your own interests aside, and we've looked at Dan and Paul, who else do you think is a real threat?
Pamela. Pamela Stevenson. She's amazing. She just is, and absolute respect there for her as well, because, you know, I can see that she's putting in exactly like I am. Do you know, she's really having a go, and the technique and the effort, and she's pushing herself, and James is spinning around the floor, and she's having a go, and it's just tremendous. I think she's definitely one to watch.
Right.